So we are back in Kroger. We're in the great big Kroger that sells furniture and clothes and toys and everything. I mean, they have a whole toy department, but they have their little squishmallows out. And these say they are actually scented, but you don't know which one you're gonna get. So I figured I would come over here and see what Easter stuff they have, because I think when we were here just a couple weeks ago, they had their Valentine's stuff still out. Oh my, they have trees like instead of having Christmas trees, they have Easter trees. Right there. They have some cute little bunnies. Peeps. They have a bubble bunny. So Peeps bubbles. Those are cute. I've never seen those anywhere before. So they have Barbie stuff. They have sidewalk chalk. Little people. Fisher Price little people. I guess this is just stuff ideas for stocking stuffers. Over here they have just some. Yes. Yes, they were cute. See, last time we were here, this was all,
mystery calico critters.
Yes, I've bought them these before for, I think I bought her one for a stocking stuffer because it was on sale somewhere. It was on clearance. But you know, even the ones that we have, she calls a calico critter. Even though they're not, she'll call them calico critters. I haven't looked at any of this stuff.
I haven't really got out
The St. Patrick's Day stuff. They should.
I think they haven't committed to it yet.
No. Look at all the Peeps.
Those 3 pound Peeps, I feel like those are really good.
They were good, yeah. They were very good.
Yeah, they have the white eggs. Those are so good.
Oh, yeah. The white Reese's. I don't know if you'll see any jelly beans that we haven't bought. Milk Duds, bunny tails. Do they always have those? Milk Duds, bunny tails? I know, but I don't remember Milk Duds having their own. What's that brand? Lero's Candy Cream Eggs. Oh, well, we need to buy those. I've never heard of that brand.
Coconut buttercream and peanut butter.
Oh, yeah. You put it in my car? Oh, but you took it out. Huh? Yeah, we don't want to be dropping stuff into Tammy's purse. Get stopped on the way out of here. Yeah, they have the Milk Duds here, bunny tails. More Peeps, hot tamales, chocolate pudding. See, we've had all these.
Those were good.
The Peeps jelly beans, yes, they were.
Look, they have a whole bag of pineapple.
Just pineapple Haribo.
I mean, I know
They're just marshmallows. Yeah, that's all they are.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah, I think we've bought about all the. Yeah, cookie crunch. But it was in a sharing bag. These are just milk chocolate.
I'm sure we
Yeah, we had those.
No, I don't.
And then they have a whole display here of Reese's and Cadbury.
That's a big fella.
We're eating in the car. We got Joella's chicken because I haven't had it in a couple weeks, and I wanted it a few weeks ago, and they had to cook the chicken, so this time they weren't that busy, and so we're gonna sit here in the car and eat it. We have some mail to open for you. Well, we've already opened it. We're just going to share it with you. This is so cute.
It's got email, so you won't cover it.
You all are going to love this. Well, I'm just going to show the picture.
Okay.
This is from Anne and Norman in England. They said, "Dear Tammy and Kevin, how cool are our road caution signs in England? This photo was taken this morning at the top of the lane near where we live. Watch out, these hedgehogs can be vicious." And so this is the picture on their signs. I love that. Kevin loves hedgehogs, and
I don't even understand what that means. Like they're going to be crossing the street in front of you? I mean,
that's what I think.
That's a lot of hedgehogs if they're having to caution you that they're going to be crossing the street.
No, but you don't want to kill or run over a baby, or you know.
I've never seen a hedgehog like running around.
Like we don't have that. We have like deer crossing signs
and you got possums and skunks and stuff like that running around
that are
across
running
the road.
around, but they don't have signs warning. I think probably people are hoping you.
Yeah, the more you run over, the less it's going to be under people's houses.
But nobody would want to run over a little hedgehog. I think that is cute. So cute. Thank you for sending that to me. They gave us both a good laugh. This box. Kevin has a box next to him. This was sent to us. There was probably, if I had Kevin look, there was probably a date on the box. I think Maria mailed this from Germany like 3 weeks ago. It seems like a long time ago that she mailed this. Yeah, there's no telling where, and it's kind of upside down. So, but.
Keep talking.
I will.
I swear it says 10 or 129, 128.
So a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago.
That was when the U.S. sticker was stuck on.
Okay, so it was stuck. It came from Germany and has been in America.
Yeah, 122 or 127. That's when she mailed it.
Okay.
27.
So it's been gone from Maria's hands for a month from Germany. But there is a green piece of tape on it that, what does it say?
It says like customs inspection or
it
something
says
like that.
Border Patrol, examined by
something.
Border Protection.
Border Protection. Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. So Maria.
Your box was inspected.
It was suspicious. Something in there.
No, they could have just been a random.
Kevin thinks they probably do random searches.
It could have been an X-ray, but it could have been just a random thing.
But
too.
when I watch Border Patrol shows, which I love those, like in New Zealand and America and Australia and places like that. I think that we've seen one in Canada. I know I've seen one in Canada. And it's so fun to watch those because they examine the boxes. But usually it's like luggage and stuff like that. But they do boxes too. And it's so fascinating to see the ways that people try to smuggle in horrible items. It's just blows my mind because I don't think like that. I don't have that criminal mentality, so I don't think like that. But Maria sent me this book, which is a cheat sheet, like a month ago. And she said, "Dear Tammy, dear Kevin, and all the rest of your family and friends, here comes the next box from Germany. Since there is so much new stuff on the shelves and so much to celebrate your 100K, Tammy's birthday, and of course Valentine's Day, I hope the box is in a better state than the last time and skip the parachute stunt for once. Because the last box from Maria looked like it had fallen from an airplane."
It was beat up.
Woo! Somebody kicked
this one's
it
actually in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it is. Even though they examined it, it is. I need to warn you, there's one particular item that might not make it in time before it expires or in a beautiful state. There's a Dickman's Burliner, so please check this one before reviewing. Secondly, I needed to open up some of the big multi-packs and pick out some separately wrapped items to put them in the box since there were a lot of packages that were mainly filled with air and would have taken up too much space. I hope you don't mind. Of course not. No. I added the full color pictures of the packaging. A little belated birthday present for Tammy is inserted as well. You will figure it out for sure. Have fun trying and sharing the doubles or leftovers. Greetings to all your friends and family, and thanks for your great work. Maria from Berlin, Germany. So,
I'm just going to need you to start hanging stuff.
I read that a month ago, and so I had forgotten that there's going to be a little gift in there too.
I think I see what
I mean, all these are gifts. These are, I'm not going to try to describe all these.
No, we'll do it in the video.
Yeah, during the video we'll talk about them. These are Haribos. And there's...
Oh, here's another Haribo.
I swear it looks like 9 different flavors.
This one's Betty Crew.
Look at that little caterpillar. I love little caterpillars. It looks like there's 9 different flavors.
Who was it used to say that funny? Is that Gavin or Amelia that said that funny?
Or Ashley.
Caterpillars or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, so those...
No, it wasn't Ashley.
No, it wasn't Ashley. And she says pajamas.
Pajama.
Instead of pajama, she says pajama, like pajama
That could
Sam.
that'd be a what would you rather question. Would you rather call?
Oh, you could do that with lots of
Oh yeah, that's cool. Potatoes,
okay, so Haribo Buddy Crew. And these look like little bears, and there's, it looks like 2 different flavors. We'll talk about them during the review.
If you describe everything, we're going to be here for 3 hours.
I know. These are trolley bites, and they are new.
You guys will go to sleep by the time we got done.
There are 5 flavors in that bag. And then these are Trolley the Squiggles, which I love that name. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 flavors in that. Squiggles.
These are like gummy. It looks like gummy fruits.
Yeah, Haribo. Oh, I love stuff like that. Yeah, they have a layer of sugar on the outside. There are 3 flavors in this bag. And then the Manor. I know.
All the air gets sucked out of them.
I have to fluff them up to take the pictures. These look like Manor. They look like kind of like a Ritz cracker that's been dipped in chocolate.
They do.
A cracker with
These
chocolate.
look like a thumbnail almost.
A thumbprint.
Thumbprint, not thumbnail. You wouldn't want to eat thumbnails.
A thumbprint cookie. Yeah, they look like they would be like maybe raspberry in the center of those. I love getting to try all the Manor stuff.
That's good stuff.
Roasted bacon style. Are these the ones that didn't make it last time?
I don't remember.
Remember one of hers exploded?
Yeah, the bags
and yeah, I think this was them.
That might have been them.
The Funny Fridge kettle chips roasted bacon style. And then we have Funny Fresh currywurst style.
Ooh, curry.
It's a little scary for us. We're not used to the curry.
I got 2 more Haribo. How many different Haribos do they have over there?
A lot. I mean, the Haribo is never ending, but I love it.
I like Haribo too, but there seems to be a lot of different flavors.
Haribo, and these, it looks like there's maybe cotton candy and maybe a cherry lollipop, lime, jello, and maybe a cola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 flavors in here. And then this is like a milk, it may be chocolate milk.
Could be good.
Haribo. And then these are Elephant. Master of Incredible Snacks. These look like Schneider's of Hanover.
Look, gourmet burger, sriracha cheese.
And honey mustard.
These are my kind of snacks.
Yes, Kevin loves stuff like that.
I love crunchy, flavorful snacks.
Yes, I do too, but Kevin even more so than me. These are the Dickmann's Burliner. These were the ones she was worried about. That is today's date.
So it'll probably be okay.
That is literally today's date.
We'll see.
We might try them after this video. I might go ahead and do the review. Now, you won't see the review for a while because some people don't realize we do the reviews, but then I schedule them out. So
yeah, we don't do the videos right, the reviews, and then put a video in.
Right.
It's really something new.
Yeah, so you're still probably seeing videos with when my hair was long before I got my hair cut. Well, that's because we do like 4 reviews a day. So that means I don't want to bombard you with videos, and so I schedule those out. So we will probably go ahead and review this today, but now you won't see the video for a while because They expired today, and I want to get to try them. I don't want them to go bad. Okay. Trolley, new trolley. Squiggle twist.
Sour and something.
Oh my goodness, look at that picture on the back.
It said sour and something. Sour and...
Yeah.
I don't know what soft means.
Those
Soft.
are cool.
I don't know what that means. That means sour. I don't know what...
You don't think it means sweet and sour?
It could be sweet.
I think it is. I bet it's sweet and sour. I bet like one snake is sweet and one is sour, and they've combined them. We'll find out. These are treats, which Maria had sent us the treats brand before. These are peanut butter caramel bites, which sounds terrific. These are Hanuta cacao and or cocoa and crispies. So we have 3 of the Hanuta. These are some Milka Oreo Original. Wonder how these are different from just the Milka Oreo bar.
Just smaller size, probably.
I think it's going to be the ratio of the stuff's going to be different on the center, in the center. So those will be fun to try. This is the Milka Peanut Caramel. You talk about the amount of Haribo. Think about the amount of Milka that we try. It's amazing. That would be a factory tour that I would like to take. And especially if they had like a museum with like old school labels and pictures and stuff, I would enjoy that. This is Milka Strawberry.
I know Cadbury has their own internal.
Yeah, because remember Jennifer
but...
and Nathan went on a tour and they have a gift shop. Remember they said it's like you ride a little car through there.
And I know we've watched shows like Inside the Factory where it showed like the old wrappers and stuff, but they were like in plastic and pulled out and gloves and everything.
Yes, because they're very old wrappers.
Yeah, like one of the original candy bar wrappers. That
you have to be special, I think, to get to look at those things. This is Milka Cake and Chalk. I wonder what the date is on this.
I'm surprised if that date made it.
Okay, this is good until June.
So preservatives.
Yeah.
Yes. Like a Twinkie.
These are Milka Minis Choco Cake and Choco Brownie, which look absolutely terrific. And what are the date on these? I guess everything else is fine because she was not worried.
Must be far enough out.
Yeah. Those look terrific though. These are Zentis, and they're waffle with, it looks like waffle and almond. This one looks like it's probably waffle and hazelnut. And there might be another one down in the box.
I don't
Maybe or maybe not.
No, there's more of these.
I know what the gift is. I just glanced over.
Yeah, there's a cup.
I saw the
box.
I couldn't help it. I saw the box.
She filled it with candies. She filled it with these.
Oh, awesome. Oh, Werther's Original.
Is that what they are?
Yes.
You can't eat that now. You won't be able to talk.
I'll be able to talk. Maybe. It's very, very chewy.
Mm-hmm. That's where Werther's are.
Well,
these are Werther's caramels, not the hard ones. It's a pretty cup.
Oh,
Berlin.
It's from Berlin.
It's cool looking.
Oh, I love. Oh,
more Oreos. Maybe
Milka Oreo.
Maybe you just really liked them when you tried them.
I bet that was. Thank you so much. I bet you anything. It's the same as in the big candy bar. And she just gave them to us to enjoy. No, I know I love them. Uh-huh. She's sneaky. She's sneaky.
Are they all the same though?
I will show you this cup close up. When we're finished, I'll take you off the tripod and show you. This is an awesome cup. Oh, is that the Berlin Wall?
Probably was.
Would they still have the Berlin Wall as part of the cup?
I don't know. I think they probably have pieces of it just to remind people.
Oh, okay. Oh, like on display? I don't know.
I know there's pieces of Berlin Wall all over the place because we just heard of some place recently that had a piece.
I can tell you.
Universal.
The
City Walk.
Yeah, downtown City Walk. We just heard that they, and probably everybody knows this, but they actually have a section of the Berlin Wall where you can go and look at that. I think that is so awesome.
So they put pieces of it everywhere.
Yeah, we will go to Universal at some point, and we'll have to make sure we look at that. These are After 8. This is a selection, and it's dark white and milk chocolates. And I love the After 8, so does Kevin.
We're getting there. We're almost done.
These are Griessen soft cake. You have strawberry, and then this is like a peach, and this one is milk chocolate and orange. Those look very good. They're Jaffa cakes. They're basically Jaffa cakes with the stuff. I love it.
Now I thought we were getting color pencils, but we're not.
Wow, that's a neat box. Oh,
160 colors. Look how different colored pencils are.
Oh, wow.
I bet you that was not a cheap set.
I wonder if Maria is an artist. If she
does, she just likes to color.
Or she just likes to color. Ashley has all kinds of coloring, writing, material, stuff like that. But I do think Ashley's good at drawing too. I love these. These are the Mayom blocks. And I cannot tell you if we've tried all these or not. We have cherry, blueberry, and grape. If we haven't reviewed them, you know we will. If we have, then we're just going to enjoy them.
Oh, those?
These are milk on white.
Okay, and those are regular.
Okay, so original and white. I'm wondering though if the ratio's not different. Ooh, and more of these. These are the ones that were in the big package, and she took them out just because. Same
thing with these bags of the Werther's.
Yes. And there's more of these. I figured there would be more of these. Ooh, Niederegger. This is a marzipan and hazelnut. Love these things. Love the marzipan.
There's 2 more of those.
Okay. This is another Niederegger. This is... She sent this to be evil. What happened was the box that got dropped from the parachute, from the airplane, for some reason, she had sent us several of these Niederegger boxes. Well, this one in particular was like saturated with water. It was like it fell into...
The banana one?
It's not banana.
I thought it was.
It's like it fell into a pond. You would think it was banana. It's not. It's black licorice.
Oh.
So she was kind of laughing because you get to try this black licorice. So she was going to send it again. I knew she was going to resend it. Thank you. She actually went out and bought that again, just like the chips, because they were damaged. This is the Niederegger. It looks like apple bourbon.
That's what I said. It looks like alcohol.
Yes. These are Duplo black and white, which I thought we had had. But if we haven't had this one, of course, we'll review it. Another Milka peanut caramel. This is a Moncherie. We have had these by Ferrero. They have Kirsch in them, and I know we've had. I'll make sure, but I know we've had the ones with Kirsch. These are Niederegger nougat. This is a cream nougat with hazelnuts.
This color pencils even have a metallic in them.
Oh, that's neat.
Metallic.
Kevin's impressed with your color pencils.
Hey.
Ooh, the Toblerone. Toblerone, this is a fruit and nut, raisins and honey and almond nougat with milk chocolate. We haven't had a Toblerone in a long time, have we? There's the Moncherie. So I wonder how that was different from this one. Oh, that's orange.
It came out of the box.
Ooh, no, it didn't come out of the box. Ooh, one of them got squished.
Yeah, the box came open.
Yeah, but they're all...
Oh, I see that. They've got mashed really good.
Yeah, because look, it's in the top. That's how I saw it.
It got smooshy.
So one of these Moncheries is a limited edition. Oh, well, they're both
Cherry Club Vodka.
Vodka, and that one's orange fusion.
And this one's sealed. This one looks like the plastic came on it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe that was the one they wanted to inspect, and they got down there and said,
maybe.
Vodka.
Surely they didn't go.
No, they wouldn't have.
They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't have touched it.
Okay, and then we have some new...
Well, you wouldn't think they would. You never know.
New Ritter Sport. This is a vegan, and I will just have to wait and tell you exactly what they are. Now this one I can read. This says salted caramel. I can read that one.
I think it's it.
And then this one is vegan, and it looks like almond and maybe dark chocolate. And then this one is Kirsch. It's the Kirsch, just like the cherry Kirsch, and it is also new. I doubt very seriously we will ever see this one here because it does have the alcohol in it.
Maybe.
Because we get a lot of Ritter Sport, and if you're ever interested in trying new Ritter Sports, I know the Fresh Market is really good about getting new bars in.
Does World Market sell stuff like that? I don't know if they. Yeah, it seems like they sell a few.
They probably sell some, but
not a lot, but they do have.
I just think the Fresh Market seem to have a lot more of a selection. So this is a ton of stuff. Thank you so much. I love the mug. Love the mug. I really do. But we will, of course, I'll look everything up. Anything we've already reviewed, we won't. But thank you so much to Maria. And thank you for resending several of the items that got damaged in the box before. You know, that was very kind of you to do. So thank you. What in the world is that? A ball shooter, bunny ball shooter. Reusable modeling of foam beads. Yeah, but that's weird looking. It's weird.
That's weird.
We're in Dollar Tree, and it's always interesting to see what new Easter eggs they're coming out with every year. So these are shaped like cars. I've never seen those before.
That little donkey is just soft. This can be.
Oh, is it? So let's see if we see any other new ones. Those are Easter eggs shaped like little desserts.
Huh, that's cute.
That is cute. It has a little gnome on it. You could put pencils in that or whatever.
Remember those cats? Yeah, cats.
Oh yeah, cats. And then they have dogs too.
And a mouse.
Is it a mouse or a bear?
I think it's a mouse because it's got whiskers. And then they got little cupcakes. Those are cute. The clear ones. Those are kind of weird. Would it be for a cake or something? No, it's just a little gift bag.
It's just a gift bag. We're just not used to seeing the cardboard.
Yeah. Not hard cardboard. Look at the little miniatures cherry garden thing.
Oh, the little gardens. They have gnomes.
Oh,
okay, let's look at the candy. It looks like they're still getting some stuff out. Well, make sure you look at these boxes. I always look at the boxes because if I see what I want in a box, I'll open it up. I don't have any problem opening up a box because they're going to be opening it anyway. You don't see them? Kevin has been disappointed this week. Kevin is very rarely disappointed in a new toy. But this week, he's like, what are you talking about? This week he was disappointed with a new toy. And the thing is Kevin is really, really good about looking at reviews and investigating things to make sure that he's getting something good before he buys it. So, what the deal is we have a TV in our bedroom. It's not a smart TV. Right. Yeah. So it requires a Roku it's a little device that you hook up to the TV, and it requires a Roku in order to watch your shows. So
like Netflix, Disney, all that.
right, yeah, Hulu, all those, you watch it right there, and Amazon Prime, you can watch them all. So this Roku we bought years ago, didn't we?
It's like a 3, Roku 3 or something.
Yeah,
It's really old.
bought it years ago, and sometimes we have to reset it. It's not very often, but sometimes you have to unplug it and plug it back in because it just needs a reset. Probably like your computer, turning your computer off and back on. Or your phone, your iPhone. Sometimes it just needs a reset. And so that's what you need to do first thing is turn it off and turn it back on again. But Kevin decided he wanted to buy a new Roku.
Well, it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
That was wild.
So we
bought the stick, the Roku streaming stick, the 4K.
So we went from having a little square box, it's just a little thing, to the stick. And so we got it in the mail. Kevin hooked everything up. And the first night we tried to use it, one of the shows that we were trying to watch never would start. It just
that's like 33% buffering, and that's it.
Yeah, we call it the wheel of death or something. Or anyway, it was doing this in the center of the screen. It would not load up. So Kevin said, well, I'm going to send this back. And then he said, before I send it back, he said, let me just make sure, because it had gotten really good reviews. And so I said, do that, because he was disappointed. He really was. And so the next day, yesterday, he hooked it all back up. And it was time. We watched shows.
I even tested it out with some shows and stuff, and it seemed to work fine.
It worked fine, but he didn't watch the show for any length of time. So it got to be TV time, and I loaded our show up, and it did that again several times, and it finally loaded the show up. But once it did load the show up,
it played about 5 seconds of it,
and then it stopped. So it still wouldn't work. And so Kevin's theory is that it doesn't have the power, right? Is that how you would explain that?
Yeah, I went and searched for this particular problem, and a lot of people are saying the Wi-Fi on the Roku sticks, the streaming sticks specifically, are very weak. So you don't get the speeds that you need. See, the one we have now is like a hockey puck, and it sits underneath the TV.
Right.
The Wi-Fi on it's fine, but evidently the Wi-Fi on these little sticks just isn't up to par.
So we had ordered it through Amazon. It was on sale for what? $70? $50. Because I think we paid like $100, $99 for the original Roku. Yeah. And so this was on sale for $50. So he just requested a return, and so we boxed it. Fortunately, we kept the box and everything, and we boxed it right back up, and we just dropped it off. But normally,
if I get another one, I won't get another stick. They have a Roku Ultimate or something like that. That's another little box like thing it sets. I'll get another one of those.
But you know what?
Or an Apple TV.
But ours is working fine.
Oh yeah, it was. It's just, sometimes it wouldn't play some of the things, or it would buffer a little bit. But now that I've seen how the other one buffers, it's like ours is nothing.
Yes, it's like you should be grateful for what we have, because ours, ours works perfect compared to that one. But I wanted to mention it because if you have an older Roku and you thought anything about going to one of those sticks, I wouldn't recommend. It might not work because it doesn't seem to have the strength. We're going to end the vlog this week like we've been ending the vlog for the past few weeks, answering 3,000 questions about me. We like the questions. You all seem to like them. This week's going to be a little different. Normally, I read through the 15 questions. That way I have an idea. I haven't read these at all. I mean, haven't even looked at them. So Kevin's like, well, you can go in there blind like I do and not know anything, But sometimes it takes a little while to think about things. So anyway, I haven't read over these.
She doesn't give me that benefit.
No. He's quicker. Do you buy anything organic? If so, what?
Nothing on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
No.
And we don't intentionally go look well, I want to buy this lettuce, organic lettuce.
No, I specifically buy from the things that are not organic because organic is so expensive.
Yeah.
I literally, if I see the sign that says organic, I tell Kevin, we don't want that. It's too much. Keep walking. We'll go to the next.
Not that we buy that many vegetables. But
no, but when we do, we pass up the organic just because it's more expensive. Describe, oh gosh. Describe yourself in terms of food.
Sweet.
You think you're sweet? I think you're sweet.
I thought she would go.
No, I think you're sweet. Describe yourself in terms of food. Well, my stomach is like a ooey,
it's supposed
gooey,
to be yourself.
brown. Oh, I'm not describing my body.
No.
Oh, I was going to describe to my body. my personality.
I've got a word.
Nutty.
That fits. Spicy.
Spicy, nutty. Expect the unexpected. No, I don't know. Spicy, nutty. I do think sweet. Very salty at times.
Everybody's different.
I can be bitter at times. You know, all of those apply to me. So what about you?
Sweet.
Oh, just sweet.
I'm just
He's
sweet.
not bitter at all.
No, never.
Or salty.
No,
You're salty.
I do
You
get
are
salty.
salty. Especially when he's driving.
Occasionally.
Okay.
Just occasionally.
How could you reinvent yourself?
I wouldn't want to. We get these questions all the time, like, what would you change? And I literally would not change anything. I mean, I could be thinner, but I mean, people are always going to say they could be thinner or taller or
Well, I think
whatever.
that's what they want, though. Well, like if a woman has always had long hair, she could get it cut short. Or if she's always had dark hair, she could dye it. Or that would be reinventing yourself, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I mean, there's nothing I dislike about myself enough to want to change.
It's not saying you do. It's saying how could you if you wanted to.
Oh, well,
if you wanted to.
Dye my hair green and shave my beard off. I mean, there's a lot of
Techno Squid would like that. His hair's green.
Green.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was blue or something.
He's had it green for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks good on him too. It's a friend of ours. Anyway, yeah, you could dye your, that's what I'm thinking most people say, dye your hair, lose weight, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, the obvious things. Okay, what was the name of the first album you ever bought and who was it by?
Good Lord. Probably the first one I actually bought was a tape, a cassette tape, and it was probably Michael Jackson's Thriller, honestly. That's the first one I remember buying myself.
Really?
But see, I had a bunch that Mom and Dad bought, you know, because we got in, back in the day, we had Columbia Music. And you would get
BMG or
BMG,
something.
Columbia,
Yeah.
you would get 5,050 tapes for the low price of one. No, not really, but you did get you got 10 with the purchase of one. So you'd pick out 10 and you'd only pay for one of them. Of course, you paid the shipping, which was as much as the 10 you got for free.
Yes, that's where they got you was the
Yeah,
shipping.
so that's where I got all mine, but I didn't pay for them. Mom, I said, hey, can I get these? You only have to buy one of them, and she would get them, you know,
right.
$15 for 11 tapes, you know.
So it was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Pretty sure Michael Jackson was the first one I bought.
Okay.
I remember the first tape I owned was John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I can remember. The question was specifically the first album.
Oh,
I remember the first 45 record I bought, All Tumble For You, the Culture Club.
Oh, really? See, I never bought
Because you
records.
used to be able to buy 45s. And they were cheap. You know, if you didn't have the money to buy the whole album, you could just go buy the one
Single
song you
song.
liked that you could listen to over and over again. But the first album I bought was Grease, the soundtrack to Grease. And it was really cool because the album, it opened up like a book. And it had two records, 233 full-size records. So you opened it up and it had all these pictures from the movie Grease. The musical is what I'm talking about, the musical Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And it had 2 full-size records in that. I'm pretty sure there were 2 records in that. Anyway, that was my first album.
I don't think I ever bought a record. I had records, but I never
I bought a lot of
them.
records because my mom already owned, she had stacks of 45s, and she had stacks of albums. And so I think I just naturally did that because that's what she bought.
Yeah, see, I got a boom box, a tape player pretty early when I was young, so I just always bought tapes.
I think my sister Jennifer, I think one of her first cassette tapes was Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah, that was probably
that was
probably one of the music club ones I bought.
What is your Chinese zodiac sign, and is the description accurate?
No clue.
Can you Google it? How do you find that out?
I don't know.
Chinese zodiac sign. It goes by the year, doesn't it?
No
I have
clue.
no idea. I'm going to speak for me. I'm not going to speak for Kevin. Kevin can tell you how he feels. I don't believe in the zodiac. I don't
either.
I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't believe in looking up your fortune in the newspaper or whatever. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't believe in healing rocks, and I don't believe in any of that stuff. I just don't. So if you believe in it, that's fine for you. I don't believe that the time of year determines my personality. I just don't. And, you know, so what is my Chinese zodiac sign? Kevin has looked up an article from the New York Post. I don't think that's going to help you.
It said find yours, so I thought you would just be able to enter it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's me.
Okay.
1972.
And he's a rat.
I'm the year of the rat. Okay, personality. Here we go. Patient and intelligent. No, this does not describe me. I can tell you that right now. Patient and intelligent, the rat was able to outsmart and outrace its competition to win first place in the zodiac. Similarly, those born in the year of the rat poses great cunning and serious survival skills, adept at staying alive, less so at sharing the wealth. Rat folk must guard against stinginess and the sharpened knife of sarcasm. I'm not that at all. No. That's why I don't believe in the zodiac. There we go. Proof. Okay, now you were born in 69. So Kevin has to go find which one of these. This is a cool article though, because it's showing you a picture of the animal and it's giving you the dates.
Yeah, I'm a rooster.
Okay, what does it say about you?
Clairvoyant and calculating, roosters see what others can't and accomplish what others only wistfully muse about. Their social skills include reading the minds of strangers and plotting the downfall of competitors. Adventurous and energetic, they struggle with feelings of impatience and bursts of tactless criticism.
Adventurous and energetic are two words that never, none of that describes you.
No.
He does accomplish a lot.
And I'm a little calculating with some things, but that's it.
Do you have any prejudices you've admitted to yourself? Prejudices.
I'm not really prejudiced against anything that I can think of.
No.
No, I try not to be, at least.
No.
I mean, that's not to say that we don't have any prejudices in our lives at all, in our minds, but I do my very best not to be.
No, I think as far as both of our personalities go, we are right now, we are the best versions we've ever been. I mean, I just think that the older you get, the more you evolve and the more influences you have around you, which I think is wonderful.
And you can grow. You can choose to grow, or you can choose to just stay still.
And I think Kevin and I have chosen to grow and flourish.
We know people that have stayed still.
Yes, trust me. We know people with deep-rooted prejudices that will never change. Mm-hmm. Very deep, and they're still going strong. Kevin and I are just not those people,
not like that.
And I'm proud of us for that.
I'm prejudiced against stupidity because people that just act stupid.
I like that.
Yeah,
prejudice against stupidity.
That's about the only thing I'm prejudiced
Okay.
against. Most people don't like stupidity, though.
Who is the very first friend you ever remember making, and how old were you?
Oh, I had this friend for years. It was probably Philip at church.
My
That was
first
the first
friend,
one I can think of.
I was probably 4 or 5 years old. We lived in Lexington. Her name was Shauna. and she lived a couple of doors down from me, and we would play together. And it didn't last long because we were so young that once you move out of that neighborhood, you're not going to follow it. You're not going to keep in touch. But it said first friend. She was my first friend.
I had neighbors that I played with all the time. I had people at church.
You did. You had a lot of neighbors.
But I think the first one I was literally from the cradle up, I was with Philip. Me and Philip, Libby, and Julie, all three of us, the four of us, were literally from the time we were born sharing the nursery up. Right. And we were all basically the same age.
That's neat.
So,
that's really
cool.
But
Philip was my first, because I knew him all the way up through high school. So now he plays music in Texas and Florida.
Yes, he does. What makes you lose sleep?
Not much makes
Nothing makes Kevin sleep.
I sleep through anything.
Kevin.
If I have a big meeting coming up or something, a big project I'm working on, sometimes that'll make me a little antsy, but for the most part, no, I just don't worry about it.
I will lose sleep if I watch the wrong shows before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I really make it.
Or if you have a lot on your mind.
If I have a lot on my mind, I really make an effort to watch. If we're watching a bunch of shows, I will make sure that I watch an episode of something light and fluffy, like Designing Women or something like that, before I go to bed, because I don't want to go to bed on any drama, anything serious. And that used to not be the case at all. But these days, I don't go to bed with anything serious, but because that will cause me to lose sleep if I do. Okay, what are 3 phrases or sayings you say almost every day? Seriously? That's one of mine.
I don't know that I have one.
To be honest, that's one. I say,
Mine?
no, me.
Oh, that's exciting.
No, I say, like, to be honest, I say seriously, you should, you should paint the house. You should. That's probably one of mine too, honestly.
I don't hear that.
You don't think I say that often? That's good to know. I'm glad.
I can't think of anything I say quite right. I mean, I'm sure there are things that I say, but I can't think of anything.
Every single night, like clockwork, when we get out of the shower, you'll say, "Are you ready to go watch a show?"
Yeah, but I'm just making sure you're ready to watch a show.
I know, but that's just something you say.
I mean, are you ready for coffee in the afternoon?
Yeah, he says that. I'm just trying to think. Kevin doesn't have like a catchphrase or some phrase that he says. So I'm just trying to think, okay, what are some of the same sentences?
Like I could think of like my dad, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Or if I was any better, I could fly from your dad.
Yeah.
Which makes you want to kill him.
If I was any better, I'd stand right here and wet my pants.
Yeah. makes us want to kill him occasionally. And if he ever watches this, yes, it does. Make us want to kill you.
He does say those things, but like Kevin doesn't have any sayings that he does.
I can't think of really any that you have either. Honestly.
No, not really. No. Okay. Do you floss or use a toothpick when food gets stuck in your teeth? I floss.
I don't floss during the day if something gets stuck in my teeth. I use a toothpick.
That's true. Like if we're in the car, he has a little thing of toothpicks in his glove compartment.
If we do a review of something like beef jerky and
that's true. We'll use coconut, a toothpick during the day. And at nighttime,
I floss.
We floss.
Yeah.
That's for both of us. Have you ever swerved off the road to avoid hitting something? Goodness.
No. I've never had anything jump out in front of me where I had to swerve. I mean, I swerved off the road when we wrecked that time because that car was coming at us and it ended up hitting us.
Away from
it was coming at us.
Yeah.
That's the only time I can think of I swerved.
I've never swerved off the road. No, thank goodness. I'm glad I can say no. I don't want to be able to say yes. Compare your driving skills to something.
I'm pretty relaxed, so I don't know compared to something. I mean, like slow as a turtle. Relaxes the sloth.
No, because you're not that
I'm not
way.
the slow.
No, Kevin's not a slow driver. Kevin's not a speed demon, but Kevin's one that's gonna drive the speed limit. If you get
maybe
him
2 or 3 miles over.
Yeah, if you give him a speed limit, he's gonna drive that speed limit probably +2. That's just Kevin. Me, I try to drive the speed limit. So I usually...
She goes fast.
I do go faster than I should. Sometimes I don't drive that often.
Speed demon.
I don't think so. I describe my driving skills to something. I don't know. Because you know what, ultimately...
An illusion. Because you think you drive a lot different than you do.
No, because I'm not in
She gripes at me all the time about riding people's butt, but then she does it the entire time she's driving.
I don't think I do.
Oh, you definitely.
I don't think...
100%.
I don't know what I would do.
Stop way back here? You mean, unless, like you, what stops 3 feet behind them?
I don't know. I can't compare my driving to something. I don't know. I don't know.
I can describe my driving, but I don't know about comparing it to something.
What food is romantic to you? Okay, this is good. I know
it's gonna sound weird.
And mine's going to sound weird.
It's just together eating steak and potatoes or something. And bread, yeah.
I was going to say steak.
Yeah.
But we have to tell why.
Because it's the first meal I ever made for
Kevin, yes. The first meal he ever made for me, himself, was steak and bread and maybe salad. Did we have salad?
Maybe. I may have made salad.
But that is the...
Because it was expected, not because I ate it.
Literally the very first meal ever. I mean, way back when we were young. So to me now... Anytime we have that, I don't know, it's kind of special. Anytime we have steak that's made by Kevin.
Yeah.
Now, when we go out to a restaurant, it's not the same thing.
It's not romantic.
It's not romantic. But when Kevin makes it, I don't know. Even though we could have company here while we're eating it. It's just something that I like.
You have a memory.
A memory, yeah.
No, I thought the same thing.
Okay.
Not like oysters or, all that stuff that most people think of.
Oh, no, I wouldn't eat an oyster.
Or
no.
Chocolate-covered strawberries and all that stuff. I'm just not into that kind of stuff.
No, I would rather have just the chocolate and not the strawberry. Yeah, just hold the strawberry.
Yeah.
Hold the fruit.
Give me some chocolate.
Do you forgive and forget, just forgive but not forget, or neither?
I try my best to forgive and forget. I mostly try to just at least forgive, and I usually don't forget about it, even though it's like, you know what, I'll drop it, but I'll always remember it.
I've said this before. I think that... I
don't hold a grudge, though.
I think, I personally don't believe you have to forgive people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You don't.
I think that if somebody does something to you, you can hold that against them for the rest of your life if you want to, because that's just, if they've done something that's bad enough to you, then I think you have a right to be as mad as you want to be.
As long as it doesn't affect, as long as it doesn't impact your
as long as it doesn't make
mental health.
Yeah, as long as it, yes, that's a great way of saying it. But I don't think you have to forgive. I just don't. I remember for a long time. I remember things. I'm probably one of these people that's better off not knowing anything rather than knowing everything, because when I know, and I'm not gonna forget. So yeah, that's just me. Okay. Have you ever, this is the last question, have you ever had an out-of-body experience? If so, describe it in one word.
I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
There's not one word.
No. Out-of-body experience. I guess they're talking about people that say, like, they died on the operating table and they saw themselves floating above themselves.
Or meditating and felt like they were, I've been drunk before. Way back in
years and years ago, yeah.
Where the room was spinning, it feels like you're kind of floating, but I don't think that's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. No,
I've never had that.
Never had that before. And I'm glad I haven't, because usually you think of some kind of trauma has occurred.
Like almost death.
Yeah, when people have talked about stuff like that, it's like something bad has really happened to them. So I'm happy to say that's another one. I haven't swerved off the road, and I haven't had any, looking down on myself. So I'm glad. But as always, if you feel like answering any of these questions, I always love reading them, even though even some people just will answer maybe one thing that stood out to them. A lot of times, you know, they'll have
something that they've experienced and we said we didn't.
Right, exactly. So they might want to talk about that one thing in the comments. This is a video where it's fun to read through. Well, all the videos I love reading through the comments, but this video in particular, I enjoy reading through the comments because after it's been up for a few days, you might want to check back because people have left additional comments, and it's cool to get to know people and to read what other people have gone through and stuff like that. So thank you to everyone watching this. Thank you again to the Patreon supporters, people that subscribe to the channel. I very, very much appreciate it. The thumbs up, everything. You all are awesome, and we will see you next week.